Have you ever felt completely out of control when it comes to food? As if binge eating is stealing your life, sabotaging your weight loss efforts, and preventing you from achieving the body of your dreams? I understand how frustrating and demotivating this can be. With each passing day, you try to control the urge to overeat, but end up feeling defeated. The truth is that binge eating is not a matter of lack of willpower, but of habits that need to be broken to finally achieve healthy and lasting weight loss. Now, imagine if you could put an end to this constant fight against food and instead start losing weight consistently, without suffering and without resorting to crazy diets. This is possible, and I will show you how. Throughout this video, I will share simple and effective strategies to help you overcome binge eating and finally lose weight without sacrifices. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to tell you can completely change your relationship with food and accelerate your weight loss. I know exactly how you feel. I've also been in that place, where it seemed like food had control, and I couldn't take a step towards losing weight. With each failed attempt to lose weight, binge eating made me feel like weight loss was getting further and further away. I knew I needed to change, but the emotional weight and temptations of food were holding me back. It was a vicious cycle that seemed to have no end, until I finally discovered the key to breaking this pattern. The good news is that just like I did it, you can too. With the right strategies, you can stop compulsive eating, regain control of your diet, and finally lose weight in a healthy and pain-free way. It's not about crazy diets or extreme restrictions, but about transforming your relationship with food in a simple and effective way. I know you can do it, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you now. I know you've probably tried different approaches to losing weight, but it seems like something always goes wrong, and binge eating takes over again, doesn't it? This feeling of being out of control is extremely frustrating and demotivating. Many, like me, think that the problem lies in willpower, but the reality is that it is not about willpower, but about understanding the true triggers that cause this compulsion. What I'm going to share with you today are practical, simple, but extremely effective solutions to finally break this cycle and achieve the healthy weight loss you so desire, without suffering. The first tip, and perhaps the most important, is learn to identify emotional triggers that lead to binge eating. Many of us eat not because we are actually hungry, but because we are dealing with emotions, such as stress, anxiety, sadness, or even boredom. Eating becomes an escape mechanism, a temporary relief from these uncomfortable emotions. This is what's called emotional hunger, and it's the reason why food often becomes your refuge. But to win this battle, you must first recognize triggers. When you start to realize what triggers this urge to eat out of control, you can start replacing them with healthier habits, like exercising, meditating, or even taking a break to breathe and relax. By doing this, you create space between the emotional trigger and the act of eating. And this space is crucial to your weight loss. Instead of turning to food as an escape valve, you will be learning to deal with these emotions in a healthier way without resorting to binge eating. The second tip is use intuitive eating. This means starting to really listen to your body and understand when you are physically hungry rather than emotionally hungry. Most people eat because the clock says mealtime, or because they are next to food, rather than because they are actually hungry. Intuitive eating teaches you to focus on your body's signals, not in the desire to eat on impulse or for comfort. Ask yourself, am I really hungry, or am I just wanting to eat because of something I'm feeling? As you become more aware of these signs, you begin to realize that true hunger comes in waves and that it is often more manageable than it seems. And by allowing yourself to stop eating when you're full, you'll reduce your caloric intake without needing restrictive diets. Intuitive eating brings back the natural connection between the body and food, making weight loss a more fluid and less torturous journey. If you are enjoying these tips and believe they can help other people, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This way, you will help other people. Now, let's talk about the third tip, which is include foods that increase satiety and reduce the urge to binge eat, such as proteins and fibers. Many diets fail because instead of promoting satiety, they leave you hungry, which increases the chances of relapse. When you start adding more sources of lean proteins and fibers to your diet, such as fish, lean meats, eggs, legumes, vegetables, and fruits, you are providing your body with required energy to continue functioning throughout the day without hunger spikes. Protein and fiber are extremely powerful because in addition to helping control your appetite, they help stabilize blood sugar, preventing energy spikes and crashes that can lead to uncontrollable food cravings. The feeling of satiety that these foods provide will make you feel less need to snack or overeat, and this, over time, can result in more consistent and sustainable weight loss. But it's not just about eating the right foods. The quality of your food is also an important factor. Focusing on natural and nutritious foods, rather than processed ones, makes all the difference. By consuming nutrient-dense foods like whole grains, vegetables, and fruits, you're giving your body the fuel it really needs. These foods not only help control hunger, but are also rich in vitamins and minerals essential for your general well-being. They also improve digestion, which means you will feel better, lighter, and have more energy to carry out your daily activities. Remember, weight loss isn't just about losing weight. It's about creating a solid foundation of healthy habits that support your body and mind over time. These tips may seem simple, but when applied consistently, they have transformative power. They are not restrictive diets or passing fads. They are lifestyle changes that will help you break the cycle of binge eating and achieve the healthy weight loss you desire. The most important thing is that you don't have to suffer. Instead, you can start to feel more in control of your eating without feeling deprived or restricted. It's not about starving yourself or martyring yourself with rigid rules, but about make conscious choices and create sustainable habits that lead you to freedom, well-being, and confidence in your own body. These solutions are based on science and real experiences from people who, like you, were tired of fighting binge eating and the accordion effect. They have found success not in quick, temporary solutions, but in sustainable changes that actually work over the long term. And I want you to experience this too. The path to healthy weight loss starts with small steps, and every choice you make toward more conscious behavior is a step toward the freedom you desire. Now more than ever, you have the power to change your relationship with food and achieve the results you deserve. Binge eating goes far beyond simple weight gain. It profoundly affects your self-esteem, as each episode of overeating can leave you feeling ashamed, frustrated, and even unable to control your own life. These negative feelings build up and, over time, can lead to anxiety, depression, and even social isolation as you begin to withdraw from situations where you might be judged. Physically, the consequences are even more serious. Excess food, especially processed and sugar-rich foods, can trigger a range of health problems, such as increased blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and heart disease. Not to mention that often the vicious cycle of compulsive eating and feeling guilty contributes to deep emotional exhaustion. However, the good news is that with the right strategies, you can break this cycle, regain your health and self-esteem, and start living a lighter and healthier life. With the strategies I'm going to share, you will learn how to take back control of your diet in a simple and effective way. It's not about following crazy diets or depriving yourself of everything you like, but about understanding your emotional triggers, knowing the right time to eat and making smart choices that really nourish your body. You will discover how to eat intuitively without feeling guilty and learn to choose foods that increase satiety and help control impulses. Best of all, you can start applying these tips today and start seeing results gradually but consistently. You will feel lighter, more confident, and finally, free from the vicious cycle of binge eating, all without suffering. The weight loss you've always wanted is completely possible, and it all starts with the choices you make now. I know exactly what you're thinking right now. I've tried so many diets, controlled my eating for a while, and then went back to binge eating. That will never work for me. But I want you to know one thing. You didn't fail. The problem is not you, but the approach you were using. Restrictive diets, rigid rules, and temporary methods only create a cycle of frustration. True weight loss is not about forcing yourself to eat in a way that doesn't work for you. It's not about having willpower all the time, but about learn to control emotional triggers, to understand your eating patterns and make conscious choices. With the right tools, you can overcome binge eating once and for all, without having to sacrifice yourself or fall into the same traps as before. I know you want quick results, and it's natural to want to see changes soon. But losing weight and stopping binge eating doesn't happen overnight. It is a process that requires consistency and patience. The good news is that, over time, you will start to notice real results, not only in your body, but also in your relationship with food. Frustration often comes because we expect immediate changes, and weight loss is not a straight line. It has ups and downs. This is why patience is key. Every little progress is a victory. Every day that you choose to act consciously, even when it's not easy, you are creating a solid foundation for lasting weight loss. By being consistent with your food choices, you begin to strengthen your discipline and gain more confidence to maintain control, which will ultimately bring permanent results. Remember that when recognizing the emotional triggers that drive binge eating, you begin to regain control over your eating. This is not just about what you eat, but also about how you react to those emotions that lead you to eat unnecessarily. To do conscious food choices, it's a key part of breaking the binge cycle. When you understand your true hunger and connect with your body, it becomes much easier to make decisions that truly nourish you. Furthermore, pay attention to your emotional health is essential. By treating the emotional causes of compulsion, you will not only lose weight, but also improve your quality of life in general. It's not an easy journey, but with patience and consistency, you can achieve the weight loss you want and regain your confidence and well-being. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these strategies will you put into practice to stop binge eating and start losing weight in a healthy way? Leave your choice in the comments and share your questions or experiences. Your interaction is super important as it helps us continue to bring you valuable content. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to receive more tips on how to lose weight without suffering and live a more balanced life. Let's go on this journey of transformation together.